I have been posting more regularly the past 2 weeks. There have been gaps, but I am still very proud that I've been more consistent the past 2 weeks than I have overall. And I wanted to share and reflect on what I've learned the past 2 weeks, or even, okay, I've been super consistent the past 7 days and just showing up imperfect. But I wanted to share what I've learned, okay? Because where is this going? I've been overthinking YouTube for a long time now. I've been so intimidated by editing, but with Glow Atanmo, she's another creator here, with her encouragement of just showing up to the camera no matter what and how you're feeling that certain day, I've been super motivated to do it. And I think that if you're like me, a yapper and somebody who thinks a lot and writes a lot and does a lot of research, I think that it's so beneficial to show up to the camera and process your thoughts and share them with others in community, because there's layers and layers being peeled live on the camera. And I feel like we are our own competition, right? My goal now is just to be better than the person I was yesterday, and that sounds so cliche, but for example, I'm even a competition of who I was an hour ago. I know sometimes hitting the record button isn't the most exciting thing, but I know for sure that I've learned the past 2 weeks that I feel so much better after I hit record and publish. I feel so accomplished. And I don't know if it's that feeling of okay, so I'll try to articulate it. So that feeling of accomplishment, it's like a dopamine hit that I have not gotten anywhere another platform like Instagram or TikTok. I've had my own fair share of reels and posting posts there, but doing long form and thinking this way, and then knowing that I've been wanting to post on YouTube for so long, but feeling held back by my own thoughts and perfectionism, it just feels really good to just show up and strengthen that muscle of trusting the words that come out of my mouth instead of overthinking it and then never really getting around to it. So yeah, 2026 is the year. And if you're watching this and you know you have stories to tell, please turn on that camera, whether you have an iPhone or I am using my DJI Osmo. Y'all, I'm like a chronic camera buyer. I have had this Osmo for 2.5 years now, and I also have the Hover X, and then now I have the Insta360 for underwater camera. But I bought this DJI Osmo because the quality is just so good, but I have not recorded as much as I wanted or envisioned when I bought this camera. And I think it's just so exciting and it feels so rewarding to finally just see this little camera and really use it and upload it and share it with the world. There's also a lot of content in here. For example, my trip to Greece that I never uploaded because I was just overwhelmed. Sometimes you'll take all the content but never upload it. So it feels really good to hit record and then upload it and then not think about it, right? It's you start over and over again every day. I guess it's getting your reps in every single day, going to the gym, right? So that's a way that consistency has felt for me. And I do feel the difference with the kind of stories I'll be telling every single day. For example, I feel like I showed up here talking about imposter syndrome and my PhD, or I used to really only talk about lung cancer, which can be heavier topics. But my other goal was that to show I exist in multiplicity. And I am a lung cancer patient, but I'm also an educator. I'm also, a doctor of education. I am also a daughter, a cousin, first generation immigrant, and there's like so many labels, right? And I embody all of those labels. And my goal with these videos is to show up with all of those labels, but also show my true personality. And I'm really, truly pretty funny. And one of my big challenges is showing up to the camera, and I'm a little too serious. But now I feel like I can show up. Hopefully, I can look at the camera better and like show up as me, right? The evolved woman, but not too serious all the time. I can crack jokes. Hopefully, by the end of quarter 1, I am funnier on camera. But yeah, I think that I just wanted to strengthen my voice because it's a powerful tool that God and my ancestors have given me. So showing up to the camera every day and hitting that publish button is really, honoring the gifts that I've been given, because why not? Yeah, I'm not numbering these lessons. So I don't know, maybe we're on the 5th or 6th. But the other part is that clarity comes from action. It does not come, trust me, it does not come from like over consuming a bunch of books. I read a lot of books. Last year I read like 24, y'all, and I also journal a lot. I'm a chronic journaler. I can journal all day, but which reading books has given me clarity, and journaling has given me clarity. Talking to people about wanting to do YouTube stuff, yes, gives me clarity, but then there's a next part where you gotta just take action. And I'm so glad that I'm at this stage of my life where I can record, speak to y'all, and just like finally show up, because yeah, I've been wanting to do this for forever. I think the first testimonial video I had talking about my lung cancer experience happened maybe 3 years ago, and then I was just so scared. Like, I recorded it, I was like emotional. You can still see it on my page. I, that wound from my lung cancer misdiagnosis was still super fresh. But yeah, I recorded it. I didn't like the quality, but I still uploaded it and ran away from the camera for a few months. And then when I started doing short form videos, I would show up way more. But yeah, this 7-day streak, I'm so proud, y'all. Like, this is just a new version. But the other part is Glow Atanmo also tells us like this is the best way to have like speech therapy, or just get better at your craft, which is being in front of the camera, speaking your mind. And what's the other part? It's just a better form of public speaking, and I would agree, if I was to do public speaking in April, I would be a way better public speaker if I, by that time have been consistent with all those videos. Like, it's getting 10 to 15 minutes of practice every single day. And, the bonus is that you, the person watching across the screen, gets to watch my process unfold, right? What better way to become an oral storyteller or someone to deliver the message of hope and inspiration than by getting on the camera and practicing speaking. I guess my last point for this video is that, life is too short. If you've gotten this far, thank you, first of all. But, what's constantly on my mind is that the lung cancer statistics are a little bit scary. And I face them all the time because I read a lot of research and paperwork. I hope that these videos, one day, they will serve as memory for my family and friends. And I don't want them to remember me to, that lung cancer was my only identity, but I want people to remember my humor, my stories, how I can yap for a long time, but also help them pave the way for themselves, find their own way in life. And yeah, because when my mom passed in 2019, I had her journals. But one thing I wish was like that we made more videos just because she had so much wisdom. So these YouTube videos will serve as like a wisdom bank and helping other people pave the way, because there's no gatekeeping here, y'all. So if you have gotten this far, thank you so much for listening. And yeah, that's like my 2 week to 7 week reflection and consistency. So if you have always craved sharing your knowledge, especially if you're an educator, like please just do it. Like it'll benefit you and the other people around you. Oh, and the other thing is it's going to raise your own frequency. It could be terrifying, but you'll feel so elated. Like if you've gotten this far, your wisdom and the knowledge that you hold, the world still needs your magic, truly, truly, because we need more magic in this world and we need your voice. And yeah, please comment below about your reflections, but thank you for getting this far.